You are not here by accident. You did not click on this message by coincidence. Heaven has arranged this very moment for you. Before this day ends, something inside you will shift. Something in your atmosphere will change. Because this is not just a message. This is a divine announcement. God says, you are about to witness the impossible become possible. The battle you thought would break you will build you. The door that refused to open will open suddenly. The prayer you whispered in tears has already moved heaven. You have cried silently. You have fought privately. You have waited patiently. And many times you wondered, God, are you even listening? He says, yes, I heard every word. I saw every tear. I recorded every sleepless night. What is about to happen in your life will not make sense to people. They will not understand how things turned around so quickly. They will not understand how you recovered so strongly. They will not understand how the situation reversed so suddenly. But you will know. Because God is about to step into your situation personally. The impossible is only impossible when God is not involved. And God says, I am involved now. Get ready. Shift your expectation. Prepare your heart. Because what you are about to witness will leave no doubt that God is real, powerful, and actively working in your life. Stay until the end of this message. This word is layered. The season of silent preparation. God says, you thought I was silent, but I was preparing. While you were waiting, I was arranging. While you were crying, I was constructing. While you felt forgotten, I was positioning you. There are battles you did not see that I fought for you. There are dangers you never knew about that I blocked. There are closed doors that were actually protection, not rejection. You called it delay. I called it development. You called it loss. I called it redirection. You called it the end. I called it the beginning. The enemy wanted you discouraged. He wanted you to give up right before the breakthrough. He whispered lies telling you nothing would change. But God says, if you could see what I have prepared, you would understand why you had to wait. The seed does not grow in noise. It grows in darkness. Your roots have been strengthening in hidden places. Your faith has been maturing through pressure. And now, the ground is about to break open. Suddenly, not gradually, not eventually, suddenly. There will be a phone call you did not expect, an opportunity you did not apply for, a healing report that surprises doctors, a reconciliation you thought was impossible. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. You were not buried. You were planted, and planted things rise. God says, I allowed the pressure because pressure produces power. I allowed the waiting because waiting produces wisdom. I allowed the stretching because stretching produces capacity. You are stronger than you realize. You are closer than you think. You are seconds away from seeing why you had to endure. Do not move out of position now. Do not doubt now. Do not shrink back now. The season of silent preparation is ending. The season of visible manifestation is beginning. When God steps in, limits step out. God says, there is a moment when human effort ends and divine intervention begins. You have done what you could do. Now I will do what only I can do. You reached your limit, but I have no limits. What looks impossible to you looks like opportunity to me. You are measuring the situation by what you see. I am measuring it by what I have already decided. Heaven has already approved what earth has denied. Listen carefully. The breakthrough will not come from the direction you expected. It will not happen the way you planned, because when I move beyond logic. I am about to use unexpected people, unexpected resources, unexpected timing. You prayed for a way. I am creating a path where there was none. You feared the obstacle. I am turning the obstacle into the platform. This will be the kind of miracle that silences critics, the kind of turnaround that shocks doubters, the kind of restoration that feels unreal. But God says, did I not say I am the God of the impossible? When I step in, mountains move. When I speak, storms settle. When I decide, nothing can block it. The very thing that tried to destroy you will become the testimony that defines you. Your story is about to change direction. Your chapter is about to turn. The page is flipping even now. Do not panic in this final stretch. The shaking you feel is not collapse. It is rearrangement. I am aligning people. I am aligning finances. I am aligning health. I am aligning destiny. And when it comes together, It will come together fast. You will look back and realize this was the moment everything began to shift. Stay ready, because you are about to witness the impossible become possible. The sudden shift you did not see coming. God says, there is a shift happening behind the scenes that you cannot yet see with your physical eyes, but you can feel it in your spirit. The heaviness that lingered for months is beginning to lift. The confusion that surrounded you is beginning to clear. The resistance that blocked your progress is weakening. You thought nothing was moving, but heaven has been in motion the entire time. What took years to break you will not take years to restore you. What drained you slowly will be replenished quickly. I am not limited by the time it took to wound you. I can heal in a moment what hurt for a lifetime. You have entered a divine acceleration. Things that were stuck are becoming fluid. Conversations that were tense will soften. Opportunities that were hidden will reveal themselves. I am removing invisible barriers that stood in your way. This is not luck. This is alignment. I am aligning your steps with purpose. I am aligning your heart with clarity. I am aligning your life with what I originally designed before fear tried to rewrite your future. There are people who misjudged you. Let them. There are people who walked away. Let them. There are doors that closed. Leave them closed, because where I am taking you does not require their permission. You survived the breaking season. You endured the stretching season. Now you are stepping into the rising season. And when I elevate you, it will not be subtle. The same people who doubted your calling will recognize the grace on your life. The same environment that restricted you will witness your expansion. Do not announce it yet. Do not try to explain it yet. Just stay positioned, because when I shift your situation, it will happen so suddenly that even you will pause and say, this had to be God. The shift has begun. What tried to destroy you will promote you. God says, the attack was not random. The pressure was not pointless. The betrayal was not meaningless. The very thing that tried to break your confidence, shake your faith, and silence your voice is about to become the evidence of my power in your life. You thought the storm came to destroy you, but the storm came to reveal you. Fire does not destroy gold. It refines it. The criticism sharpened you. The rejection redirected you. The hardship matured you. I allowed the shaking because some things needed to fall off. Some attachments needed to break. Some illusions needed to shatter. You were holding on to what was comfortable. I was preparing you for what was greater. Do you realize how much stronger you are now? Do you see how differently you think? Do you notice how your discernment has sharpened? That did not happen by accident. What was meant to embarrass you will elevate you. What was meant to exhaust you will empower you. What was meant to end you will endorse you. I am turning pain into promotion. The tears you cried in private will become the testimony you share in public. The nights you questioned everything will become the foundation of unshakable faith. Your story is shifting from survival to significance. And hear this clearly, you will not just recover, you will advance. The setback was a setup. The delay was a design. The silence was strategic. And now the revealing season begins. Stand tall, walk confidently, speak boldly, because the very area where you were attacked the most will be the area where you shine the brightest. This is the moment of manifestation. God says, there comes a moment when faith turns into sight, when prayer turns into proof, when hope turns into harvest. You are stepping into that moment. For a long time, you believed without seeing. You trusted without evidence. You held on without reassurance. Now you will see why. Manifestation is not magic. It is the visible result of invisible faithfulness. I saw every act of obedience. Every time you chose integrity over compromise. Every time you forgave when it was easier to hate. Every time you kept going when quitting seemed reasonable. Nothing was wasted. The breakthrough you are about to witness is layered. It will not just touch one area of your life. It will spill over into multiple areas. Peace in your mind, stability in your finances, clarity in your direction, strength in your body, restoration in relationships. I am restoring more than you asked for. You prayed for relief. I am giving you renewal. You prayed for help. I am giving you overflow. You prayed for survival. I am giving you influence. Do not shrink back when it starts happening. Do not question whether you deserve it. Receive it. This is not about your perfection. It is about my promise. The door that opens next will not require you to force it. It will swing open with confirmation, peace, and divine timing. You will sense it. A calm confidence, a quiet assurance, a deep knowing. That is me. This is the moment where impossibility bows to my authority. This is the moment where fear loses its grip. This is the moment where your testimony begins. Get ready, because what is unfolding now will mark the beginning of a new chapter. A chapter where you no longer pray for breakthrough. You walk in it. The final test before the turnaround. God says, do not be discouraged by the intensity of this moment. The pressure you are feeling right now is not a sign that you are losing. It is a sign that something is about to break open. There is always a final test before a major promotion, a final stretch before the finish line, a final wave before the storm fully clears. The enemy increases noise when he senses he is losing ground. You may feel fatigue. You may feel doubt trying to whisper again. You may feel temptation to settle for less than what I promised you. But I say to you now, hold your position. This is not the time to retreat. This is not the time to compromise. This is not the time to question everything I told you in your quiet moments. The pressure is revealing what is unshakable within you. You have outgrown your old mindset. You have outgrown your old limitations. You have outgrown the version of yourself that once accepted less. And that growth feels uncomfortable. But discomfort is not danger. It is expansion. You are stepping into rooms that require greater confidence. You are approaching blessings that require greater maturity. You are nearing influence that requires greater stability. So I allowed one more stretching, one more refining, one more strengthening, not to break you, but to prepare you. What feels like resistance is actually resistance breaking. Something is cracking in the spiritual realm. Barriers that stood firm for years are weakening. Patterns that repeated for generations are ending with you. You are the interruption in the cycle. The fear that tried to control your family line stops here. The lack that tried to define your story stops here. The doubt that tried to silence your destiny stops here. This is the final test before the turnaround. And when it shifts, it will shift fast. Divine reversal is activated. God says, there is a reversal taking place that you cannot yet fully comprehend. What was delayed is being released. What was stolen is being restored. What was denied is being approved. I am reversing verdicts spoken over you. People labeled you incorrectly. Situations misrepresented you. Circumstances tried to define you by your lowest moment. But I am rewriting the narrative. Where there was rejection, there will be recognition. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where there was stagnation, there will be movement. This is not just progress. This is reversal. The very place where you experienced humiliation will become the place of honor. The very field where you felt overlooked will become the platform where you are seen. I am shifting opinions. I am softening hearts. I am opening pathways. And you will not have to fight for this vindication. I will defend you. When I reverse something, no one can undo it. Do not worry about explaining yourself. Do not chase validation. Do not attempt to control outcomes. Rest in the fact that I am working in places you cannot enter. There are conversations happening about you that you are not aware of. Doors are being unlocked without your effort. Favor is being released without your manipulation. You prayed for justice. I am giving you restoration. You prayed for fairness. I am giving you favor. You prayed for opportunity. I am giving you acceleration. This reversal will not be partial. It will be complete. And when it manifests, you will realize that nothing you endured was in vain. You are stepping into a new identity. God says, the greatest shift happening is not just around you. It is within you. You are not the same person who first entered this season of struggle. You are not the same thinker. You are not the same responder. You are not the same fearful individual who once doubted every step. You have changed. And because you have changed, your life must change. The version of you that doubted your worth is fading. The version of you that questioned your calling is dissolving. The version of you that tolerated less than you deserved is disappearing. I am introducing you to who you truly are. You are stronger than the storm. You are wiser than the mistake. You are greater than the setback. Stop identifying with the pain. Start identifying with the promise. You are not the one who failed. You are the one who learned. You are not the one who was rejected. You are the one being redirected. You are not the one who struggled. You are the one who endured and evolved. This new identity carries confidence. It carries authority. It carries peace. You will begin to walk differently, speak differently, decide differently, and people will notice. Not because you are trying to prove something, but because transformation cannot be hidden. I am clothing you in strength. I am anchoring you in clarity. I am establishing you in purpose. The impossible becomes possible the moment you align with who I created you to be. And you are aligning now. This is not just a breakthrough in circumstances. It is a breakthrough in identity. And when identity shifts, destiny follows. Prepare yourself, because the next chapters will not resemble the previous ones. You are rising. The door no one can shut. God says, there is a door in front of you that no human hand can close. For a long time, you knocked on doors that were never assigned to you. You tried to fit into spaces that were too small for your calling. You asked for access to rooms that were not aligned with your destiny. But now I am opening a door that was designed specifically for you. This door will not require you to beg. It will not require you to shrink. It will not require you to compromise your values. It will open because it carries my authorization. The difference between a self-made opportunity and a God-ordained door is peace. When I open something, there is clarity. There is confirmation. There is a quiet assurance that this is right. You will not have to force it. You will not have to manipulate it. You will not have to chase it. It will open at the precise moment your preparation meets my timing. And hear this clearly. The delays you experienced were not denials. They were filters. I was filtering out what could not sustain you. I was filtering out what would have distracted you. I was filtering out what would have drained you. Now the door before you carries sustainability. It carries increase. It carries expansion. People may not understand how you gained access. They may question how you qualified. But qualification in my kingdom is not based on human standards. It is based on alignment and obedience. You stayed when others quit. You prayed when others complained. You believed when others doubted. And now the door is responding to your endurance. Walk through it with humility. Walk through it with gratitude. Walk through it with confidence. Because what I am opening for you cannot be shut by critics, circumstances, or spiritual opposition. The door is opening. Overflow after endurance. God says, you have known what it feels like to survive. Now you will learn what it feels like to overflow. Survival mode taught you resilience. It taught you discipline. It taught you faith under pressure. But I did not design you to live in constant struggle. There is a shift from barely enough to more than enough. Where there was scarcity, there will be supply. Where there was stress, there will be stability. Where there was constant tension, there will be rest. You endured the season where every step felt heavy, where every decision felt risky, where every day required strength you did not think you had. But endurance produces capacity. And because your capacity has increased, your blessing must increase. I am not just restoring what you lost. I am multiplying what remains. You will see opportunities multiply. You will see ideas multiply. You will see influence multiply. You will see resources multiply. This is overflow. Overflow is not just financial. It is emotional peace. It is relational harmony. It is mental clarity. It is spiritual confidence. The overflow will be visible. Those who once saw you struggle will witness your stability. Those who once saw you uncertain will witness your decisiveness. And you will not forget where you came from. Gratitude will guard your heart. Wisdom will guide your steps. Humility will protect your increase. I am elevating you in a way that does not remove your compassion. I am increasing you in a way that deepens your empathy. Because the overflow is not only for you. You will become a source, a helper, a voice, a light. What you receive will flow through you. This is the reward of endurance. The moment everything makes sense. God says, there is coming a moment when you will look back over this entire journey and finally understand. You will understand why certain people left. You will understand why certain plans failed. You will understand why certain prayers were not answered immediately. Clarity is coming. Right now you see pieces. Soon you will see the full picture. You will recognize how I was protecting you from what you thought you wanted. You will recognize how I was positioning you for something far greater than what you imagined. Every tear had purpose. Every delay had design. Every struggle had strategy. Nothing was random. I was shaping your character, strengthening your discernment, refining your priorities. And when the manifestation fully unfolds, you will say, now I see why it had to happen this way. Regret will fade. Bitterness will dissolve. Confusion will disappear. In its place will be peace. A deep settled peace, because you will see how every detour led to destiny. Every closed door redirected you. Every valley strengthened you for the mountain. The impossible becoming possible is not just about external miracles. It is about internal understanding. It is about realizing that I was faithful in every chapter, even the painful ones. And when everything makes sense, your faith will reach a new level of maturity. You will no longer panic when things seem unclear. You will trust the process. You will trust my timing. You will trust my plan. The story is aligning, the breakthrough is near, and the final declaration is about to seal it. The impossible is happening now. God says, this is not a distant promise. This is not a someday prophecy. This is not a far-off breakthrough waiting for the perfect conditions. This is now. You have waited long enough. You have endured enough pressure. You have cried enough hidden tears. You have questioned enough silent nights. The time of watching others rise while you remain in preparation is ending. The time of feeling unseen while you remain faithful is ending. The time of wondering if your obedience was worth it is ending. The impossible is no longer approaching. It is unfolding. Even as you hear these words, movement is taking place. Things are shifting in realms you cannot see. Alignments are locking into place. Answers are traveling toward you. Do not underestimate this moment. Some breakthroughs arrive quietly. Some miracles begin invisibly. Some turnarounds start with a simple inner shift before the outer world catches up. Pay attention to what you feel. That calm replacing anxiety. That courage replacing fear. That hope rising where heaviness once lived. That is me. I am breathing on your situation. Where doctors said impossible, I say healing. Where banks said insufficient, I say provision. Where people said finished, I say fulfilled. Where fear said stop, I say advance. The definition of your life is changing. You are stepping out of limitation and into expansion. Out of doubt and into certainty. Out of striving and into grace. This next chapter will not resemble the last. You will wake up one day and realize the pressure is gone. The battle has shifted. The answer has arrived. The opportunity has appeared, and it will feel sudden. But it was not sudden. It was prepared. Everything you endured was positioning you for this release. The impossible becomes possible the moment heaven says yes. And heaven has said yes. Yes to your healing. Yes to your restoration. Yes to your increase. Yes to your elevation. Yes to your destiny. Walk forward now. Not timidly, not fearfully, not doubting. Walk forward knowing that I go before you. The barrier has been lifted. The resistance has weakened. The door has opened. The shift has begun. You are no longer praying for breakthrough. You are stepping into it. God says, remember this moment, mark this day, because you will look back and say, that was when everything changed. Do not let fear steal what faith has built. Do not let old thoughts sabotage new beginnings. Do not let temporary emotions override eternal promises. Stand firm. Speak life. Expect miracles. When doubt tries to return, remind it that the impossible is already in motion. When fear tries to whisper, remind it that I am greater. When obstacles try to rise, remember that mountains move when I speak. You are protected. You are chosen. You are aligned. You are ready. The chapter of impossibility is closed. The chapter of manifestation has opened. Now breathe, receive it, walk in it, and watch what happens next. Because you are about to witness the impossible become possible.